Well, well, well. It is Thanksgiving, and I would like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy the food, hope you enjoy the family, and I hope you are thankful to God for everything that He's given you. Now, we got a game coming up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions, which has some ramifications for us, so I'm excited to see how this game is about to turn out. But the game that I'm going to turn up for, it is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Dallas Cowboys. This is it. This is. And I got a feeling we're going to be saying this every week, or at least 3 more times this week for the Cowboys. But this is the game of the year for the Dallas Cowboys. Can they pull it off? Let's talk Cowboys. We're about to talk facts. Welcome, Cowboy fans and Cowboy haters alike. I'm the G, and I'm the host of Let's Talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. And if you like this, and as you come into this live stream, please hit that like button, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know the next time we post another video or go live. And if you haven't become a channel member subscriber yet, please do. We have a lot of great things coming up this season, and yes, we are live. Man, I'm still waiting. I'm going to somebody's house to eat Thanksgiving. And unfortunately, they're not going to have the food ready, I guess, till about 2 o'clock. So I figured, why not? We're going to put together a show before the Cowboys, and then we're going to have the big time post-game show after the Dallas Cowboys game. So, yep, we are going once, twice. Man, keep playing. We might even go 3 times a lady. But I know for sure we're doing a show right now, and we're going to do one after the Cowboys game. So, appreciate y'all rocking with me. Let's look at what we're going to talk about today. Just for a few moments. I want to talk about this CeeDee Lamb thing again. I'm not concerned, but I am concerned. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm talking about. Number 2. Man, I found a story on Trey about a story where Trey Wingo is talking about the Cowboys. And remember, you heard it here first, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Number 3. Then we're gonna go through our pregame show once again that we talked about last night. And this time I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the keys of the game for the Cowboys offense and the Cowboys defense. So that's going to be the show in this go round. We're going to talk about CeeDee Lamb, Trey Wingo, and the pregame show. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Quick roll call, and then we're going to get this thing going because I don't have a lot of time. I got to get going here in a minute, go and visit somebody for Thanksgiving, but the food not going to be ready till 2 o'clock, so I got to starve until 2 o'clock. All right, Craig Thorcell, what's going on? There, he says, hi, G, there's a big factor in this game. It's the refs. Hey, they haven't been giving it to him as much. We'll see. We'll see. Lord Nova, what up? Yeah, boss said, let's go beat these refs. Yeah. Dolores Ennis, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family too. Kippy, what up? He said, we're beating the Chiefs. Blowout. That pocket won't let Mahomes do nothing. Hey, that defensive line is going to be crazy. Marvin Mays, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving. Cowboys for life, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving. JCT Slice number 1, Dak Prescott fed up number 2. He said the Cowboys will win and basically knock KC out the playoffs. Even our biggest haters will love us for doing that. Prescott will finally get love. We still have 4. Take down Patrick Mahomes. I love it, JCT Slice. I love what you said. Dunaway is in the house. What up, Chris Dunaway? Happy Thanksgiving. Trent Smith, happy Thanksgiving. Mr. Get Dirty, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving. Cooper Jubahar, happy Thanksgiving. had their game of the year. Oh no, this is the game of the year. What is going on? Mark Vasquez, what up with your family? What's going on? Greetings, Aguini, what up with you? Good to see you, Brandy. She said, hey, my loves, as usual. What is going on? Dominique Pittman in this thing. What up, Dominique? Good to see you. Jose Hernandez, John Hernandez, happy Thanksgiving. Jamal Ism, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving again. And if I make sure I don't forget, I don't want to skip over anybody. David Duvall, happy Thanksgiving. Yes, hey, Jamal Ism, appreciate you. Best show on YouTube. I say it's the best chat on YouTube. Stephen White, what up? Bernard Fields, good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's go. What's going on? Richard Royster, happy Thanksgiving. Greg DK512, happy Thanksgiving. Big Moss Dog up in this thing. What up, what up? Good vibes. 1,400 hours hitting that table. Only doors in Illinois. What up? All right. Derek Rose, what up? Let's get this thing started, y'all. Let's get this thing started. All right. So I want to cover the first story, and I'm not going to even take long on it. I've already talked about it. I've already talked about it somewhat here over the last couple of days. But I am going to tell you that I'm a little bit concerned. I'm not concerned about CeeDee Lamb. That's not what I'm concerned about. Because upon further examination, when you think about what's going on with CeeDee Lamb, I pulled this up today because I did a video on something early I'm going to release once I get off of here. But CeeDee Lamb right now is ranked third, or basically, I guess you could say third or fourth. He is ranked fourth in drops this season. He's ranked fourth in drops this season. But the issue is with him being ranked fourth, and I didn't look this up. Let me look something up real quick. I'm not concerned about the drops per se. I'm not concerned about those, because the crazy thing is the majority of those drops, they have come against the Philadelphia Eagles. And I also think, from what I can tell, all of them have come against the Philadelphia Eagles, even though they have not counted, because he dropped one against the Raiders. I don't know. I guess he didn't count it. But there was a drop against the Raiders. He had a wide open touchdown. He didn't catch it. But he doesn't have a drop problem. He had a drop problem against the Philadelphia Eagles. We really haven't seen that against any other team. So I'm not worried about CeeDee Lamb and the drops. That's not what my concern is. But what my concern is when we're talking about CeeDee Lamb is that Dak Prescott has a tendency to throw the ball, not throw, but force the ball to CeeDee Lamb. He forces passes to CeeDee Lamb. And because CeeDee Lamb has had this issue against, he had an issue against the Eagles. So they're coming out, and I don't like the fact Brian Schottenheimer talking about CeeDee Lamb has a look in his eye. Stop it. Stop it. I don't care nothing about the look in CeeDee Lamb's eye. The only thing I want CeeDee Lamb to do is exactly what he said he needs to do. He said, I need to catch the ball. Care nothing about no doggone look in the eye of CeeDee Lamb. Why does he got to have a look in his eye this week? He didn't have the look in his eye all the other games he's played this year? Stop it. This is stupid talk. I understand it's all about hype and blah, blah. I don't want to hear all that old stupid talk. Man, the Cowboys got more pressing things to worry about. And the goal for today is to win the game. And this don't need to be, we don't need to make this into the CeeDee Lamb bounce back game. We don't need to make this into, let's prove that CeeDee Lamb ain't got no problems. Man, we don't need to make this into any of that. This team has got to be focused, and it's got to be laser focused on winning today. winning today. We don't need to make this no CeeDee Lamb game. Don't make this about CeeDee Lamb. And so Brian Schottenheimer has bothered me because saying stuff like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and let the Kansas City Chiefs know now. We're going to go to CeeDee Lamb. Why would you want to let them know that now? Why would you want them to know that now? You do know you don't have to broadcast that to us, because anybody who watches film can tell you that Dak Prescott about 2 to 3 times a game will force a ball to CeeDee Lamb that he shouldn't throw to CeeDee Lamb, and it is pretty much disastrous when he does. Cowboys don't need to focus on CeeDee Lamb today. Let CeeDee Lamb work himself back into this game organically. Because I'm going to say what I've been saying, and it's true. Until a team comes up with a solution to stop George Pickens, who is arguably the hottest wide receiver in the league right now. Until they come up with a solution, you continue to run. You need to run that offense through George Pickens starting out. Because last week, I'm telling y'all, one of the main reasons why we got down by 21 points is because they didn't throw the ball to George Pickens early, and that is a mistake. George Pickens right now and Dak Prescott is saying the same thing. Dak Prescott is saying it too. George Pickens is unguardable. And the thing y'all got to understand about Brian Schottenheimer, he doesn't call plays as much as he calls players. No. This man has the hot hand right now. He's got the hottest hand in the league. Make teams come up with a solution, because if they won't come up with a solution, keep on destroying them with CeeDee. Keep on destroying them with George Pickens. And don't worry, CeeDee Lamb is still going to get 100+ yards in the process if they do this right. I'm telling you, man, George Pickens right now was unguardable, and we need to take advantage of it. Man, this dude got so many things going on in his personal life as it pertains to what I'm saying is in his personal life. He's in a contract season. He's trying to prove to the league he is a number one. He's trying to prove that he's I think he's really trying to prove he's the best wide receiver in the game. I mean, George Pickens is trying to prove I'm worthy of being the highest paid wide receiver in the game. This man's mindset is in a whole different place. You got to take advantage of that. Y'all saw what happened when CeeDee Lamb, let's not play. We saw what happened when CeeDee Lamb was in his contract year. We saw what CeeDee Lamb did in 2023. Y'all do know George Pickens is on that same trajectory. He's on that same trajectory. So ain't no use in us playing. We know how people play when they have a doggone contract in the works. So again, don't make this into the CeeDee Lamb game. George Pickens, if you will allow him to do it, he will open up the entire offense to where you will be able to get CD. You will be able to get Ferg. You will be able to get Turp. You will be able to get Ryan Flanoy. You will be able to get Spanford. You will be able to get Hunter Lipke out of the backfield. And it's going to help you in the run game. So, Cowboys, all I'm saying about the CeeDee Lamb thing, and I said this before, we got to stop, or the Cowboys have got to stop turning this into something bigger than it is. It's one thing when we're saying certain things, but inside of that building, they don't need to turn it into, yeah, we got to prove to the world that CeeDee Lamb is not trash. Come on, man. Ain't nobody thinks CeeDee Lamb is trash. Stupid. Cowboys need to focus on winning this game today. Ice Cold Cowboy, what up? Ice Cold Cowboy in this thing, what's going on? What up, Uncle Charles? Good to see you. Sean Bristol, what's going on? I agree with you. Dak has got to get everybody involved. Dominique said Pickens is benefiting from the double teams. No, they're both benefiting. They're both benefiting. It's not that he's just benefiting. They're both benefiting. The issue is right now, Dominique Pittman, is that one of them isn't quite taking advantage of when he's getting his, or at least he didn't against the Eagles. That's why I'm saying when I looked at the drops for CeeDee Lamb, those are pretty much coming from the Eagles game. Other than that, CeeDee Lamb has kind of been working his way back from a high ankle sprain, so it is what it is. But the difference, though, again, Dominique Pittman, the difference between CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. George Pickens has an advantage, and we got to stop making this about CeeDee Lamb. George Pickens, we saw him last week over double coverage. We saw George Pickens over double coverage. We not only saw George Pickens last week, Dominique Pittman, we not only saw him catch over double coverage, we saw him catch in triple coverage. George Pickens is different. And the reason why he's different, because he does something that CeeDee Lamb nor other wide receivers do in this game. We're going to have to start acknowledging that George Pickens has a Moss factor. I'm not telling you he's Randy Moss, but what I am telling you is that Pickens has a Moss factor. As in, Dak even talked about it. You can throw the ball up, and we know that's not the kind of receiver that CeeDee Lamb is. We don't have to knock CeeDee Lamb. That's not his game. But George Pickens got a Moss factor to even if three guys are on him, George Pickens can climb the stairway and get over two defensive backs. Because I think Jerry Jones kind of explained something that people don't understand. That when George Pickens goes up, he doesn't just go up with his hands. George Pickens skywalks his whole body. So he gives a catch radius. That's not a knock on CeeDee. That's not his game. That's not CeeDee's game. It's okay to say that. That's not his game. But George Pickens has such a huge catch radius. People do not understand how big of a receiver. George Pickens is a large wide receiver. Now, I'm not telling you he's 250 pounds. No, but he's a large wide receiver. He's strong for his size. He's got very strong hands. George Pickens might have, I'm telling you, man, George Pickens might have top 5 hands in the league right now. George Pickens may have top 5 hands in the league right now. And notice my operative word, right now. Right now. But the Cowboys, man, they got to win the game. They can't focus on CeeDee Lamb today. They got to win the game. And right now, if you are a coach and you're smart, there is no way you can be honest and look at the Cowboys tape. When CeeDee Lamb went out, when CeeDee Lamb came back against the Raiders and now against the Eagles, you're lying to yourself if you're looking at the tape and saying, we need to go away from George Pickens. We need to start the game with CeeDee Lamb. We need to do this game any other kind of way. No. Until teams come up with a way to stop George Pickens, you continue to go to George Pickens. Because he's never covered one-on-one. Forget about it. And he's not even covered when it's 2 men on him. He's not even covered then unless they're directly underneath and directly over the top. George Pickens is a pass interference nightmare. He's just a different type of receiver. So again, and Brandy, that's the part I'm pointing out. Pickens looks little. He's not little. George Pickens is a nightmare. He is a nightmare. He is a long, lanky, strong, wide receiver and is deceptively quick. Deceptively quick. I'm telling you, Pickens is doing his thing this year, and the Cowboys have got to keep taking advantage of it. And I'm saying all of that to say, do what the film is showing you. Do what the film is showing you. And right now, the film is showing you. You have an alien on your team. And his name is George Pickens. Don't make this about CeeDee Lamb today. Don't make this about CeeDee Lamb today. And making this about, and we're really not making it about George Pickens as much as we're looking at the tape and we're saying, this is the tape. The tape says that George Pickens is unstoppable right now. So there's no point in trying to say, well, we don't want CeeDee Lamb feeling bad. We don't want the fan base saying that George Pickens is better than CeeDee Lamb. We don't want the fan base saying, man, I'm not caring about the fan base saying anything. I'm talking about what the tape is showing us. That's all I'm telling us. What is the tape showing us? And it's frustrating for me that we have these two wide receivers. And people are, I don't know, I guess some people are, oh, we shouldn't have paid CeeDee Lamb. Yes, we should have. We should have paid CeeDee Lamb, and I'm glad we played CeeDee Lamb. Oh, CeeDee Lamb is trash. CeeDee Lamb is not trash. Trash isn't even in the vicinity of the conversation of CeeDee Lamb. And it's not about George Pickens being better than CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is still CeeDee Lamb. I still say he's coming off of an injury. I think this next break after this game is really going to help CeeDee Lamb really get his legs back up under him again. But he's still coming off of an injury. High ankle sprains, I'm telling you, you don't get over those as quick as people think. That's another factor that could be in his head. But I think he'll be good to go as the season goes on. We don't have to worry about George Pickens being better than CeeDee Lamb because at this point, George Pickens is just playing better than everybody, and the only person that can argue is Jackson Smith. So we just got to take advantage of it. And I'm telling y'all right now, I love the fact the Cowboys have George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, and they got to do everything they can do to get George Pickens signed because I'm telling you, if you think they're good now, you wait until 2026. Nobody will be able to stop them. We got to have both of them. We got to have both of them because we got to have CD playing off of Pickens and we got to have Pickens playing off of CD. And I'm just telling us, and we got to look at what the tape is showing us. And if we got one that is just playing out of his mind, then, well, hey, let's keep riding that until somebody come up with a solution. I'd be saying the same thing if it was CeeDee Lamb. Hey, CeeDee Lamb is playing out of his mind this year. You got to make sure this is running through CeeDee Lamb because that's going to open up George Pickens even more. But right now, dang, man, George Pickens is unguardable. And so at the end of the day, I'm just saying the same thing. Don't make this game today about CeeDee Lamb bouncing back. Make this game today about winning. Make this game about winning. That's all you need to do. Make the game about winning. And if you will do that, you're going to beat a lot of teams. You're going to beat a lot of teams. All right. So, again, not worried about CeeDee Lamb. Not worried about CeeDee Lamb again. When you kind of go check into this, investigate into it a little bit more. I know he had a drop against the Raiders. Obviously, they didn't count it, but he did have a drop against the Raiders. And I think they didn't count one of the drops in the Philadelphia game, the last one. He has 7 drops. He's at number 4. But the crazy part of this is all of those drops are against the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm just not worried in the grand scheme of things. All right. Man, let me hit y'all with this. I've been sitting on this story for a few days. I'm getting ready to do a video on it. I've been sitting on this story for a few days. But I found something a few days ago. I don't know if y'all remember, but I had did a live stream about Trey Wingo And Trey Wingo talking about that, Jerry is reactionary and Jerry isn't this and Jerry isn't that and the Cowboys aren't going to do anything and blah, blah, blah. And hold on a second. Excuse me. Trey Wingo has come back with another story about Jerry Jones. Check this out.
For a long time, but Dallas did it again. The Cowboys found a way to rebound and absolutely crush the Philadelphia Eagles' souls with a 24-21 last-minute win at AT&T Stadium and really keep everything in play for the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC. They improved to 5-5-1 and really sent a shot to those people that were having all kinds of concerns about the Eagles rolling over the rest of the NFC with the way things have gone. And we'll get into the Eagles in a minute. But this,
y'all ready for this? Listen to what Trey Wingo says next.
A couple things we need to understand here. And this is going to be hard for some Cowboy fans to swallow. But Jerry Jones may have done some things correctly.
They told me I was crazy when I said that Jerry Jones and the front office were moving different in 2025. Everybody said I was crazy. And there were people even making video, and I know some of this stuff was aimed at me. Oh, the front office, they're not moving different. Oh, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. Where they at now? Where they at now? I'm not gonna name names. I'm just gonna just say they. Where they at now? Because even Trey Wingo is eating his words. And other people, and I'm going to show you where other people are starting to say, Jerry Jones was right for trading Micah Parsons. We're not going to discuss Micah Parsons. For trading Micah Parsons. Because what the Cowboys are right now, they are on their way to being a Super Bowl level team. I think the Cowboys may be about 2 or 3 players away. They are 2 or 3 players. And what I mean by players, I'm talking about elite players. Cowboys have got elite players now. They got elite players at positions. Quinnen Williams is an elite player. George Pickens is an elite player. Dak Prescott is an elite player. CeeDee Lamb is an elite player. The Cowboys are starting to put elite players now on the defense. Quinnen Williams, elite. And he's anchoring the defense down there in the trenches. We're going to see Savon Revel Jr. We might be talking about Savon Revel Jr. after about 3 or 4 games. And by next year, we may be calling Savon Revel Jr. an elite cornerback. We're going to see what Overshown develops into. I think Overshown can be elite. I think he will be elite, but we got to first keep him on the field. But the Cowboys are putting together, and people don't even realize it. They are putting together a Super Bowl roster. We're going to look back and we're going to realize Booker is an elite guard. We're going to look back. We're going to realize Cooper Beebe is an elite center. Jerry Jones is putting together a masterpiece. And I told y'all, this is starting to smell like 1991-ish. A lot of people don't realize the Cowboys went on a run in 1991. They went on a run in 1991 at the end of the season. People thought the season was all but over. They went on a run at the end of the season, got to the playoffs, won a playoff game, and I'm telling you, they shot a cannon across the NFL. And everybody then was like, hold on a second. The Cowboys are a little bit better than we realized. And by the time they woke up in 1992, the Cowboys ran through the NFL like diarrhea. They ran through the league like diarrhea. I'm telling y'all. Let me show you something else. I'm putting together a whole story on this, so I'm not going to give you the whole thing. But I'm going to show you. I'm working on a story on this. So, Brandon Laurie has already done, he's doing the same thing that I've already done. Oh, and let me add, the coaching staff. This is the one part, Bass, this is the one part that people are not giving him credit for. The coaching staff. I said this before. I still say Brian Schottenheimer needs a whole year of being the Cowboys coach. He needs a whole nother year. He needs a whole year. He needs to finish out this year. He needs to see the whole gamut of being the Cowboys coach. Corliss Piper, what up, man? Good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving. He said, G, you said Jerry was moving different months ago, and everybody else is just catching up. Good job. Man, I've been saying this. I've been saying this, and a lot of people don't realize that even trading Michael Parsons was a part of Jerry Jones moving different. Because I'm telling you, David Mulugheta and Michael Parsons were banking on the fact that Jerry Jones was going to do all of his posturing. He was going to do all of his talking. But at the end of the day, at the midnight hour, Jerry's always said, deadlines get deals done. Everybody thought, no big deal, Jerry is going to sign Michael Parsons, and he didn't sign Michael Parsons. And so what has transpired is, by Jerry trading Michael Parsons, the Cowboys are putting themselves in a great situation. Dominique said, I want to see Jerry Jones during the offseason, the draft, before I start giving credit. Oh, Dominique, you think Jerry Jones did some things this year? You'll wait until 2026. Jerry Jones is going to blow everybody's mind. Corliss Piper, I love the fact that you keep track of things that I said. Y'all book it. Y'all remember I said on Thanksgiving, you watch what I tell you. When the Cowboys go into this year's draft, when the Cowboys go into this year's free agency in 2026, you watch what I tell you. They are going to push those chips all to the middle of the table. They're going all in 2026. You watch what I tell you. They're going all the way in 2026. And I'm telling you, the Cowboys are going to make a ferocious run for the Super Bowl in 2026. And it's going to blow everybody's mind. And I'm telling you right now, the scary part is the Cowboys are right before our very eyes. We're not really playing. But I know we're doubtful, but the Cowboys right now are making a ferocious push towards the playoffs. Keep paying attention. Keep paying attention. But I got a whole story on this thing, man. I've already been working on it. Brandon Laurie is noticing the same thing too. He's noticing the same thing too, and now he's starting to talk about it. I got a whole exposition I'm going to do on this, and I'm going to put it into a video form. And I'm telling you, y'all going to be blown away when I show you everything that the Cowboys have actually done. Your mind is going to be blown. They are putting together an insane, and I'm telling you, they are putting in an insane, they're putting together an insane roster. And we're going to wake up in 2026 and we're going to be like, wow, this is incredible. Never thought we'd see it. Yeah, we're seeing, you better enjoy what you're seeing, Cowboys fans. This is the 1991 of the 2025 Cowboys. They're starting to do some of the same things they did in 1991 with acquisitions and all those things. Preston said, Mr. G, you feel like Dallas could talk? Man, hey, you know what? I don't even think you can get neither one of them in shape good enough to play. Maybe Tyron, because he's a freak of nature. But Zach Martin, nah, Zach done, man. Zach done. Corley said, yeah, I remember you saying 2026, but I had my doubts. He said, but you've been calling things correctly, so I'm going with you. Yes, sir. I'm telling us, man. The writing's on the wall. Hey, Mr. 72 Chevelle. Jerry has already started free agency with the additions he's done. Yeah. Dominique, I agree. Re-sign Javonte. Re-sign Pickens. I say Clowney too. And I'm thinking they still have Logan Wilson. Draft Downs and Howell for A&M in the first round. Dominique Pittman. I'm going to tell you something, though, that's going to be even crazier. They're not done. They're not done. The Cowboys are going to go into this offseason, and they're going to get nastier and nastier. If y'all have not realized, the Cowboys are doing something that I absolutely love. The Cowboys have added dogs to the team. They're not just adding players. They're not just adding great players. They're adding dogs. Pickens, Wilson, Quinnen Williams. They're adding dogs to the dogs that are already here. Man, they are doing their thing. All right. So it's about 12:08. I want to go ahead and I want to get back into the keys to the Cowboys winning the game. Then I'm going to let y'all go and enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner. Your Thanksgiving, we call them the dinner, Thanksgiving lunch. I don't even call it either one because once the food does get served, I'm eating all day long. I'm going to have to repent on Sunday, man, because I'm telling you, I'm going to eat dressing all day long today. All right, so I want to go over what I talked about yesterday as far as the Cowboys in this game. I want to go back over that again, but I'm going to go a little bit more detailed into some things I didn't get a chance to yesterday. But I want to go back into the details of the keys to the offense and the defense winning. I want to go back into these storylines. I talked about the storylines from yesterday. Patrick Mahomes versus Dak Prescott, I'm telling you, at least I think we are. I think we're going to see a spectacular show today. I think we're going to see a spectacular show. So we might as well get ready. I do think the Chiefs will put up some points. We better get ready. It's going to be an exciting show today. And the storylines for me, Brian Schottenheimer versus Steve Spagnuolo and Andy Reid versus Matt Eberflus. I'm telling you, it is going to be a chess match. Matt Eberflus has done great these last two games. Matt Eberflus, I'm telling y'all right now, if Matt Eberflus does what he's done over the last 2 weeks, if he comes out and do that to Patrick Mahomes, the sky is the limit. And I'm telling you right now, a whole lot of people need to start sending Matt Eberflus flowers and apologize for what he's looked like with players versus what he looked like without players. Trey Smith is out for the Kansas City Chiefs. Guyton is out for the Cowboys. Don't think that's as big of a deal. Patrick Mahomes returns to Texas Stadium. He's big over here in the Dallas area, especially where we're from, East Texas. He'll have a lot of fans over there. And the question is, will CeeDee Lamb bounce back? But I don't want the Cowboys to make it into a bounce back game. Just let it be a bounce back game. We've already kind of looked at the offensive stat comparison, and no surprise to anybody, the Cowboys are the best overall offense in the league, if I'm not mistaken. I agree, Poobie D. Poobie D says we cannot let Patrick Mahomes beat us with his legs. We can't. This is one of the reasons why I'm glad we got Demarion Overshown back. Donovan Ezra-Rocco is here. Jadeveon Clowney is here. We got some guys that can chase him down now. I am so glad we got those players. Next up, I talked about the offensive comparison, and I'm just telling you, man, the Cowboys in this thing, they have the advantage. Overall, the Cowboys are better than the Kansas City Chiefs offensively, but where the equalizer is in the tight end position and in the coaching position. And I'm not saying that Dak Prescott historically has been better than Patrick Mahomes, but what I am telling you right now, and this is why I always emphasize right now in 2025 as we speak, Dak Prescott has been better than Patrick Mahomes. When we look at defensively, it's no surprise that the Chiefs are better than the Cowboys. That's no surprise. But what I do want to show you is what we should be very ecstatic about is when you go back, though, and you look at the Cowboys' defensive improvement since Quinnen Williams has gotten here, and it will give you a reason to be excited about today's game. This is the Cowboys since Quinnen Williams has came in this thing and Logan Wilson. This is the Cowboys since the bye week. The Cowboys went from 31st in points per game allowed. They went from 31st in total yards per game allowed. They went from 29th to rush yards per game allowed. They went from 23rd to takeaways allowed. They went from, basically takeaways. They went from 17th in sacks per game to now in week 11 and 12 since the bye week. The Cowboys are 11th in points per game, 18.5. They are now 7th in yards per game, 287. They are now second in the league. Second in the league. 45 yards per game over the last two games. Held Saquon Barkley to less than 25 yards. They are now tied for 8th in takeaways. 3 takeaways in 3 games, 5 sacks in the last 2 games, and they are tied for 7th. And if I'm not mistaken, they are also leading the league in quarterback pressures. So if that don't get you excited about the Dallas Cowboys, I don't know what else can. But they are looking 1991-ish. They are looking like they can definitely go on the run that everyone thought at first was impossible. But I'm telling you now, it is possible. The Cowboys, all they have to do is get past these next 2 games. That's all they have to do. And I think they beat the Kansas City Chiefs today. I think they beat them. And man, I'm going to tell you now, the Lions are in danger. The Lions are in danger. They better not look past the Packers getting ready for the Cowboys. And the Packers may absolutely beat them down as far as their defense against the Detroit Lions offense. And they're already, and I'm telling you, by the time we see them, we're going to be ready. Let me tell you something. Detroit is trying to get ready for the Cowboys. I don't find it to be strange that the retired center Ragnar, I think it is, they went and put Ragnar out. They got Ragnar out of retirement to come back and play for the Detroit Lions. Yeah, they're doing that for the Cowboys. They're worried about Quinnen Williams and that Cowboys defensive line. So again, when you look at the defensive comparison between these two teams, even though we are much improved, I do think the Kansas City Chiefs are still better at least right now. Cornerback, safety. I think Steve Spagnuolo is an incredible coach. I think we got him in D-line. I think we may equal them at the linebacker position. I still need to see more from the cornerback position. They're better than us in the safety position. I think Steve Spagnuolo is a better defensive coordinator than Matt Eberflus, and overall, I think their defense is better. But we'll see how it turns out. I talked about this yesterday. Key matchups. Dak Prescott versus Patrick Mahomes. They're not going to be on the field at the same time, but I do believe that it's going to fall on the shoulders of Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes. Because if I'm the defense of both of these teams, I'm going to try and make Dak Prescott beat me if I'm the Chiefs, and I'm going to try to make Patrick Mahomes beat me if I'm the Cowboys. And what I mean by that is I gotta take away the run. I cannot afford to allow Kansas City to have their run game working with Pacheco. Pacheco is back today. We can't have the run game working and the passing game running. working. Because if they get their running game and their passing game working, boy, it is going to be a high-scoring game. It's going to be a long day for the Cowboys. Again, George Pickens versus the Chiefs secondary. Will the Chiefs have an answer for George Pickens? Cowboys O-line versus Chiefs D-line. They are missing their best offensive lineman. I think, no. Cowboys offensive line. We got Nate Thomas. We got Terry Steele on the outside. Will we be able to deal with Chris Jones and company? I'm not overly concerned because the Kansas City Chiefs defense just hasn't amassed a lot of sacks this year. So Dak Prescott has been able to avoid quite a few sacks this year. So I'm not worried about that as much, but it is going to be something to watch. Quinnen Williams versus Mike Caliendo. I don't even know who Mike Caliendo is, but I hear he's a TJ Bass type that they feel comfortable with him in. But he's the backup for a reason. And I don't think there's a backup in the league that can deal with Quinnen Williams. There's not many starters that can mess with Quinnen Williams. It's going to be a crazy game. I think the Cowboys are going to get a lot of pressure up the middle on Patrick Mahomes. Travis Kelce against the Cowboys safeties and linebackers. I am a little bit worried. Kelce is a savvy veteran, kind of knows how to find those pockets and holes within his own defense. And then again, I'm gonna still say it again, Shoddy versus Spagnuolo. Ice Cold Cowboy mentioned it earlier. I'm worried because we get these slow starts, and we cannot afford a slow start today against the Kansas City Chiefs, guys. We have got to go point for point. If they score first, we got to score second. If they score third, we got to score fourth. We got to go back and forth if we need to until our defense can kind of get its legs up under them. Because I do think they're going to get some stops today, but we got to let them get their legs up under them. Offensive keys, I talked about these yesterday. I said Dak Prescott will have to be perfect, and I'm sticking to it. Dak Prescott has to be perfect. Nate Thomas and Terrence Steele got to come up big. The Cowboys have got to establish the run and the play action. They got to get Pickens involved early. I promise you, it will open up the entire offense, and Lamb will be good to go. Don't force it to Lamb. Let it be organic. And we need doggone Jake Ferguson to get his butt back in the game, and we need him to be a factor today. The Cowboys, I believe, need to score 30-plus points. Dominique Pittman says, just looked at PFF. The Chiefs defense is second in allowing most yards against play action pass. Dak is ranked number 2 in the league in play action. Yes, sir. Dominique Pittman. And that is the reason why they must establish the run and the play action. Because that's the key to the game for us. Because I've noticed, man, that when that run game ain't working, man, Shoddy looks spotty. So we need to make sure we get that run game going. But also be aggressive in our play calling. Don't be afraid to go downfield to CeeDee Lamb. Don't be afraid to go down the field to George Pickens. And I think Brian's going to have to be creative in his offensive play calling. Don't let them double CeeDee Lamb. Figure out ways to, put him in motion. Put him in the slot. Put George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb on the same side. Do whatever you got to do. There is just a time Brian's going to have to understand, bro, you got to start scheming your receivers open too. Because I can tell you right now, everybody's been talking about that slant play the Cowboys have been running with George Pickens. I'm telling you now, Spag is going to try to take that away. Spag is going to try to take that away. Now let's go a little bit deeper into these offensive keys. Run the ball. Cowboys need to run the ball. It's obvious. They need to run Javonte Williams 20 to 25 times. I want to see that today. Angie the Rebel Chicks, what's going on? This one here's for Angie, and I'm in agreement. I'd like to see some more Malik Davis. I want to see some Malik Davis. Him and Javonte Williams seem to be two different types of backs. And I think Malik Davis got a little bit more quickness to him. I want to see some more touches. I don't want to see 4 touches. I'd like to see about 8 to 10 touches by Malik Davis. Hunter Lipke at the fullback position again, and I also want to see him doing some running if possible. And if y'all are not on this ship, get on it. I want to see some more Brevin Spanford. This dude is a weapon. He's a weapon in the run game, but he's a weapon in the pass game. The dude is like, what, 6'7", I think they're saying? I want to see some more Brevin Spanford because Ferg ain't giving me what I want. We need some more Brevin Spanford. Also, Cowboys, no turnovers. No turnovers, Cowboys. Do what you did in the Eagles game. Minimize penalties. They minimized the penalties in the second half. They overcame the deficit in the first half. I want the Cowboys to take 5 or 6 deep shots against the Kansas City Chiefs. You got to open up that secondary. Open up that secondary. Oh, yeah, and I agree with you 1,001%, Angie. I don't want to see no more throwing the ball on the 2-yard line. I don't want to see no more throwing the ball on the 2-yard line. I don't care what you run it 4 straight times. Run it 4 straight times. I'd like to see also today. I'd like to see the Cowboys again score touchdowns, not field goals. But this right here is big on my list. I want to see some trick plays with Kevontae Turpin. I want to see some trick plays with Kevontae Turpin and not no lining him up in the I formation in the backfield and not no doggone jet sweeps. I'd like to see maybe some double reverses or something like that. But I want to see them do something with Kevontae Turpin other than lining him up as a third wide receiver and say, now go beat somebody. Stop it. Let this man be what he is. He's a gadget player. Can we get some trick plays with Kevontae Turpin? Brian Schottenheimer, take the points on 4th down. Take the points on 4th down, Brian Schottenheimer. Stop all the Mike McCarthy going for it on 4th down stuff. Take the points on 4th down. Also, I talked about it in the opening of the show. I don't want to see Dak Prescott forcing the ball to CeeDee Lamb. I don't want to see it. When Dak Prescott forces the ball to CeeDee Lamb, bad things happen. I want Lamb to be involved, and I want him to be ultra involved. I want the Cowboys, I don't care, hey, throw CeeDee Lamb some wide receiver screens. I want to see you get him some quick slants. I want to see you get him, I'm waiting on him to run Pickens and Lamb on some deep crosses. That's what I'm really waiting on. I'm really waiting on him to send Kevontae Turpin on a deep post route and clear out the middle of that field and let CeeDee Lamb climb up in there a little bit more. I'm waiting on some of that stuff. But I want the Cowboys to get CeeDee Lamb involved, but I don't want them to force. I don't. Angie said, I'll be listening to G while I wrap up cooking. Enjoy yourself. That's what we doing too. Kippy. He says Spanford is a real threat up the middle. Sit Ferg for a bit. We have to start playing our best for the situation players, not paid players. If CD drop a TD, sit his butt for 2 series, I don't care. Play number 19. Hey, let me tell you something, Kippy. I want them to stop playing Kevontae Turpin at the 3rd wide receiver. When they have Ryan Flanoy at the 3rd wide receiver, that doggone offense is incredible. Man, Turpin is just not big enough to be doing what they want him to do. Angie said, facts, G. I don't care about CD feelings, but he got to catch the dang ball. But I'm targeting Pickens for sure because we're trying to win. Amen. Amen, Sister Angie. I'm saying the same thing. CeeDee Lamb can still be CeeDee Lamb. I just don't want the Cowboys forcing it to him. And if they don't force it to him, I think he's going to be great. Richard Batiste, what up? Happy Thanksgiving. All right, let's dig into the defense. So last week, the Cowboys got 8 straight defensive stops. That is going to be a tall glass. That is going to be a tall glass, man, against Kansas City Chiefs. Andy Reid is a master play caller, and Patrick Mahomes is a wizard. It's going to be hard to stop them for 8 straight stops. But let me tell you what I want from the Dallas Cowboys. Give it to me how you want to. I want them to stop the Kansas City Chiefs 6 times in this game. I'm talking minimum. I want them to stop the Chiefs 6 times minimum in this game. The other times, give me some field goals. Don't let them be touchdowns. I want them to get 6 defensive stops. If the Cowboys can get 6 defensive stops, I believe they hold the Kansas City Chiefs to under 24 points. They have got to get at least 6 defensive stops. If they get 6 defensive stops, I believe the Cowboys are walking away and running away with this game. The Cowboys need to force 3 turnovers. They need to force turnovers again. Special teams came up humongous. They need to get some more turnovers. This is the key to the Matt Eberflus defense. Turnovers. They have got to pressure Patrick Mahomes up the middle. It's not just Patrick Mahomes. Quarterbacks do not like pressure up the middle. Stop the run. The Cowboys have got to make it their business to stop the run. Do not let the Kansas City Chiefs open up their entire offense. You relegate them to Patrick Mahomes having to do it all, because that hasn't been working for him this year. Football Fanatic, make sure you send me your make sure you send me your information. You won that top the other day. I just put my email down there again, Football Fanatic. Make sure you put your info in there. Dominique, Poobie D, the Queen, y'all should be receiving some stuff in the mail, I would imagine, no later than Monday. All right. Aussie said, I don't see KC scoring 21. The Cowboys could possibly hold them below 21. But I'm going to tell you something, Aussie. The only reason I think they're going to score 21 is because even if the Cowboys put belt to butt, I'm going to call it BTB, y'all call it BTA, they'll still score points in garbage time. Because when you looked at the Eagles game, that game was nowhere near as close. When you look at that Eagles game in that Super Bowl, you're like, oh, okay, the Chiefs scored some points. Yeah, when they put all the starters on the bench and brought in the ball boys and the towel girls. So they'll still score points even in garbage time. But again, Angie said, I'm jealous. Where my Pickens jersey? Angie, you still in the running. We got to get that score. We're looking for the perfect score tonight. Whoever gets the perfect score tonight, whoever gets that score right will get the Pickens jersey. And then the second person will get the DeMarion Overshown Agent Zero jersey. Or if they want the Agent Zero jersey, they can get that too. All right. Cowboys defensive front, they need dominance. They need dominance, absolute dominance. They need to play physical. The Cowboys defense need to be flying all over the field. What's up, Sky Faded? Sky B Faded? I see you, Sky B Faded. I see all that money in your hand too. He said, I wouldn't be surprised if they block GP and man CD. Oh yeah, block GP and man CD, which is what they're probably gonna do. Blanket, okay, blanket, George Pickens and man CD, which still won't be enough, calling it 32-21. And again, Sky B Faded, that's exactly what we want them to do. That's exactly what we want them to do. It'd be great if they do it. Buddy Johnson, he said, Rev G, he said, you know what's making me mad is when teams play like hot garbage one week and play like world beaters against us. Go Cowboys. Buddy Johnson, everybody looks at us as their get back game. Not to mention it's the Cowboys, so they come out throwing their best shot, and it's always on the biggest stage when it's the Cowboys. Angie says she don't want one jersey, she want both jerseys. Angie, the Bible says you have not because you ask not. Angie says she want both, not both. She want BOF, both of them. Ice Cold said he'll take some nachos. What's going on, event assistants? All right, let's dig more into these defensive keys. I think I updated this. Let me make sure. Yes. So, let's dig a little bit more into this Cowboys thing. So, the defense, Williams and Clark when they rush 4. Williams and Clark when they rush 4. But also did play really good this week, lined up beside Quinn too, so it'll be good. 5-man front, shut down the run. Now, I'm going to tell you now, Andy Reid's been studying this 5-man front. The Eagles couldn't do anything with it. But I think Andy Reid is studying this 5-man front. I'm interested to see what he does. Next, we need Overshown to have some big plays. Last Thanksgiving, Overshown had an incredible play. Overshown was all over the field last year for Thanksgiving, and they robbed the Marion Overshown. They robbed that man of the player of the game. The man tipped the ball to himself, intercepted it, and ran it in for a touchdown. Also today, I would like to see Savon Revel Jr. get his first interception. Savon Revel Jr. got some ball skills. I'd like to see him get an interception. We need Bland to get back to his intercepting ways too today. We need to see an interception by Deron Bland. Because I'm telling you, turnovers is the key for the Cowboys to win this thing. They need to stop the run. Minimize the big plays. Because Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you now, Andy Reid is going to look for those seams, some of the things that were hurting the Cowboys early on in the season. I got a feeling that that's where he's going to try and go. Cowboys got to minimize those big plays. And I'm just going to say it simple. They have got to stop Kelsey. I'm concerned about Wilson versus Kelsey. I'm concerned. Cowboys got to keep gap integrity. Logan Wilson has really helped them with that. Again, the Cowboys have got to create some turnovers. They got to get after Patrick Mahomes, and they have got to be ready for Andy Reid. Because I am telling you, I got a strange feeling Andy Reid's going to throw everything at the Cowboys and the kitchen sink. I'm telling y'all now, Andy Reid is looking at this as their bounce back game. They're coming out hard against the Cowboys. They're going. Matt Eberflus going to have to be on his best behavior today. And again, I talked about this. Brandon Aubrey, only extra points and no field goals, unless we absolutely need it. But again, Brian Schottenheimer, you get yourself down inside that 40. We're a different team now. We got something that we're playing for. If we were not playing for anything, I could say you play John Madden football all you want to. But we're playing for something. Bro, take the points. Turpin must be better on kickoff and punt returns. This dude, Turpin, has been terrible on kickoff and punt returns. He's got to start running that ball again. He's focusing, I think, too much on that third wide receiver spot. And even there, the Cowboys aren't doing it right. I'd like to see some more big plays from Elijah Clark and company on special teams. They really helped us pull off that game. They were big in the Arizona game. They scored the first touchdown for the Cowboys in the second quarter. I want to see more from the Cowboys special teams. They have been a big part of this team the last 3 games. Again, my thoughts on the game, Dak and Mahomes will be electric. I think Dak Prescott and Patrick Mahomes both are going to be electric today. I do. Patrick Mahomes is going to be back in front of a home crowd. Dak Prescott is going to be excited, I believe, going against the best of the best. I think Dak Prescott knows what's at stake here. 1, they got to win the game. Dak knows they have to win the game. Every game's a playoff game. But number 2, don't you think for a second that it's not in Dak Prescott's mind that if you want to beat a man, you got to beat the man. And boy, let me tell you something. If we wake up tomorrow, after this game, when Dak Prescott, and I said when Dak Prescott beats the Kansas City Chiefs, when the Cowboys beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and Dak Prescott's numbers are impressive, they're going to be saying what I've been saying for years. Dak Prescott is a top 5 quarterback in this league, and outside of Patrick Mahomes, because now I'm saying outside of Patrick Mahomes, he's the only one I'm having a discussion with over Dak Prescott. Tristan York, appreciate that super chat. Said happy Thanksgiving, Cowboys Nation. He says CD bounce back game. Hope the defense shows up on the big stage. Cowboys 34, Chiefs 24, DC4L Pickens is fired. Yeah. I think the Dallas Cowboys defense, Tristan York, I think the Cowboys defense is going to be the difference. I never thought I'd be able to say this in 2025, but the Cowboys defense is going to be the difference. I think the Cowboys are going to get tremendous pressure on Patrick Mahomes. I think the defense is going to be the difference. I think Dak Prescott will outduel Mahomes because Dak Prescott has got an impressive cast. I think Pickens comes up big again. Playoff atmosphere will be the most watched game of the season. And this is the score. I believe the Cowboys are going to win this game minimum. Cowboys 37, the Kansas City Chiefs 24. I believe the Cowboys win this thing 37-24. I believe Dak Prescott is going to be spectacular today. This is a big stage. Dak, man, I'm telling you, I don't even think this is the MVP campaign. I think this is Dak Prescott saying to the world, I'm the best quarterback in the league. And I think he's going to make another step in the direction of that MVP. Dak may get multiple awards this year. Comeback Player of the Year, MVP of the league. MVP of the league. Dak Prescott is going to ball out. All right. If things go bad today, I think the Chiefs will pull it out 31-27. I don't think they're going to win it, though. I think the Cowboys are going to win it. I think the Cowboys are going to win it 37-24. All right, man. It's turkey time. David J, appreciate you. Appreciate that super chat. David J said, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. God bless. He said, no predictions for me. Every time I do, they lose. Let's go, Cowboys. Yeah, we winning today. I think we're going to win this thing again today, but that's where I am. Y'all send those scores to the email address. Y'all send those scores to the email address, and we will be talking about the game tonight. We'll be doing the post-game show around 6:30, 7 o'clock. We're going to talk about the game, and then we're going to give away those jerseys. Star Guardian X, he said, gee, don't want to compare to the Lions, but they're heating up just like the Lions into the first season, especially if they beat KC, splitting image of the Lions. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go check out the rest of this game. This game is a big deal. The Lions could actually be playing for their playoff lives by the time they see the Cowboys. They may actually be playing for their they may actually be playing for their playoff lives when they see the Cowboys. So it's going to be very interesting how that all turns out today. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all rocking with me on this Thanksgiving. This is only show number 1. Y'all go and rock out and eat y'all some turkey and dressing. Because I tell you right now, I'm about to tear up some dressing at around 2 o'clock. Well, actually, I won't be able to eat my wife's dressing until later on tonight. So, I'm going to eat me some dressing before the post-game show. But I'm going to be ready to go. There's the email address again. Y'all send those scores to that email address right there. Let's talk Cowboys gbj@gmail.com. Again, this is my prediction for today. Cowboys 37, Kansas City Chiefs 24. Dak Prescott is going to be electric tonight, I believe. And I do believe CeeDee Lamb is going to do his thing. But I'm telling you, George Pickens is unstoppable. Cowboys going to have a great night. But the key to all of this, run game and the defense. This game is going to be won in the trenches. Ready to see what the Cowboys do down in the trenches. All right, guys. I'll see y'all again later on tonight. Until the next time, DC4L, God bless. Let's talk Cowboys, where we talk facts. Peace.